activist, lecturer, soon-to-be councillor, right? Brilliant person, Mel Ciavucco!
I mean, a little bit of preparation wouldn't do me any harm, would it?
Alright.
That was lovely. I'm going to lower the tone. I wrote this because I like zombies and I like drag queens and I don't like diet culture. So it's called Zombies on Diets. Do you want to look as good as me? Said the muscle man on the television. Zoe had seen this advert way too many times. Dave, sat on the sofa next to her, continued pushing snacks into his gaping mouth as he stared blankly at the screen. Do you want biceps? Do you want abs? Continued the man on the telly. Well, we've got a 15% discount for zombies today. So he grabbed the remote and snapped off the TV. Bloody humans. Brains, shouted Dave, with a mouthful of brain snacks. She knew she couldn't fool him. He could obviously tell they were only brain-flavoured crisps, not made from real brains. He continued staring at the blank screen. Brains! Eat your crisps, she told him. Brains! No, Dave, we're fleshitarians now. Brains! No, only flesh, and then we'll have to give that up too because it's running out. Brains, 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 brains! She blamed her parents' generation for getting overexcited and eating loads of humans without a single thought for the future. The humans on TV were the only ones left. They were protected from the clutches of zombies, living on secret islands. Only the strongest and fittest humans had survived. Personal trainers, professional dancers, athletes, Beyoncé, and the cast of Love Island. They all seemed to live in a smug world of glitz and cameras, constantly celebrating how they'd survived the zombie apocalypse. Zoe got up carefully, not wanting to snap her wrist again. It was time to eat the very last ration of brains. She went to the freezer and took out a Tupperware box containing a small chunk of brain and put it in the microwave for 30 seconds. She then took it to the lounge with 2 forks, but as soon as Dave saw the chunk of brain, he grabbed it and put the whole thing in his mouth. Dave, what did you do? Brains, he cried. She couldn't do this anymore. They needed help. Scrolling through Facebook, every other post was an advert. Muscle men off the TV promising to make you stronger, creams to make your skin look human, surgery to stop your limbs falling off or replace lost limbs, stomach stapling to take away the urge for brains, or drugs to suppress the appetite, all human-made. But then suddenly, there was Sandra. Brain-free diet's not working out for you? Sandra asked her audience. She was wearing a big pink dress covered in rhinestones and sequins. Her eyebrows were drawn on most of the way up her forehead, and her eyeshadow was glittering pink and purple. But her drooping grey skin and sunken eyes gave away the fact that she was indeed a zombie. Zoe watched carefully. She'd never seen an advert with a real zombie in it. Finding fleshitarianism a drag? Said Sandra. Well, I can make this cravings go away, help you lose the extra pounds, and make you one of the good guys. Linda hasn't killed a single human in over 3 months, and she's dropped over 5 dress sizes. An image of Linda holding up her old trousers flashed up on the screen. Well done, Linda. Do you want to be like Linda? Get in touch today. Zoe emailed immediately. She definitely wanted to be like Linda. Sandra ran a group down at the local community centre once a month on a Monday evening. 8 miserable-looking zombies sat on plastic chairs in rows as Zoe and Dave snuck in, quietly taking seats at the back. Moments later, Sandra waltzed into the room wearing a full sequin gown, lipstick smeared outside her lips, wearing a huge pink curly wig. The zombies clapped half-heartedly. Oh, thank you, what a delight, beamed Sandra. Now sit down. Today we've got some newbies, so we're going to have a little reminder of the good and bad foods. It looks like some of you have been picking out on brains again, but I guess we'll find that out when we do the weigh-in. She flicked her hair back. So can somebody tell me what the bad foods are? Zoe kept her head down. Brains, said Dave. Well done, you guys, said Sandra. Anything else? Brains, brains, brains. Oh, he's a one-worder, said Sandra. Brilliant. Sorry, Zoe started. He's all right, really. Shh, unless you're going to tell me what the other bad food is. Flesh? Zoe asked. Yeah, see, even the newbies are better than you lot, she told the rest of the group. And so what are the good foods? Silence. Sandra sighed. Fine, water, bananas, asparagus. The sticks can have the texture of little fingers, so that's nice. And of course, any officially registered fleshitarian foods, including the new microwavable brain pie. Mmm, tasty. All of those foods were manufactured by humans. Zoe had purposely come to see this woman thinking that it would involve something that wasn't human-made, but this was clearly all a farce. Does it even matter that this isn't?
No.
Okay. Okay, time for the weigh-ins, Sandra said. Zoe glanced at Zoe. She glanced at Zoe and Dave. I won't be mean and make you go first. Okay, I will. Zoe looked at her for a moment, unsure if she was joking. I'm not joking, Sandra told her. Get on the scales. Zoe got up, suddenly feeling exposed, and shuffled to the scales. Sandra started tutting and shaking her head. Well, well, you must be the fattest zombie we've had in here for a while. You've been gorging on brains, haven't you? Well, I've been really trying not to, Zoe stuttered, but I've been trying to buy the fleshitarian snacks, but they're really expensive, and Dave just really loves the brains so much. What a bloody cop-out! Sandra cried, blaming your poor husband. What a terrible thing to do. Sit down, you stupid fat cow. Brains! Shouted Dave, getting up from his seat and staggering over to them. Brains, brains, brains! It's okay, Dave, said Zoe. Sit back down, I'll be up. Before she could finish, Dave punched Sandra in the face. Zoe looked down at Dave's hand as all his fingers fell off. Brains, he said, nodding towards Sandra, now on the floor. Zoe, understanding exactly what he meant, snatched off Sandra's wig. Underneath was a pink, bald head encasing what could only be a beautiful human brain. She's human, said Zoe. No, I'm not. Please, Sandra, no. Zoe had already smashed a chair into her skull. Her skull split open and juicy brains came out. In a mere moment, the entire room was fighting over Sandra's brains. When every last bit had been eaten, Zoe felt compelled to address the room. The humans have been sending people in, masquerading as zombies, to trick us into buying and eating their crap. Do any of you actually know any zombies who survive purely on these so-called good foods? The zombies shook their heads. Exactly, it's because we can't survive without brains and flesh. We have to stop them. We are the zombies. We are higher in the food chain than them. We need to find them and we need to eat all of their brains. Brains, shouted Dave. Brains, 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 chanted the zombies as they marched out of the room. As soon as Zoe got home, she set up a Facebook group inviting all the zombies she knew. She was building an army. Well, it wasn't quite an army, but Zoe had gathered about 16 zombies. She'd done some Googling and she was quite sure that many of the humans were hiding out on the Isle of Wight. They'd stolen a boat and they were on their way. I hope Beyonce is there, said one of the young female zombies. But would you really want to eat her brains if you like her? Zoe asked. Well, I'd make her do a few songs first and then I'd eat her brains, she replied. Zoe sighed. In truth, she didn't know what to expect from this mission, but she knew they had to do something or they were all going to die very soon. She couldn't let the humans control them anymore. As they approached the shore, they could see people, real people, humans with brains. The zombies all started licking their lips, gurgling with excitement. We did it, Zoe said. There are humans here. But I can't see Beyonce. the young zombie said. The zombies descended on the nearest houses, in which the humans were now hiding. They opened the doors to find clusters of very attractive people in skimpy swimwear. Zoe went to bite into a woman's arm, but the skin was rubbery and it wouldn't break. The woman simply smiled at her. Zoe smashed a glass over her head and cut open her skull, only to find nothing. She turned the woman over and found what looked like a microchip in the back of her neck. Oh, damn it, they're robots. Oh, I recognise them now, said the young female zombie. It's the cast of Love Island. Shit, said Zoe, as her arm fell off and Dave's head dropped on the floor next to her.
Mel is picking up the tradition of always ending a talking tales with some zombies.